10 Best Picks presents the top 10 best ergonomic mouses. Starting at number 10. Logitech M720. The Logitech M720 Triathlon is an excellent wireless mouse for office use. It has an ergonomic shape and a thumb rest that should feel very comfortable for long periods of use. It looks almost identical to the Logitech Precision Pro, with some minor color differences. While it may feel a little small for large and extra large hands, when using it with a palm or claw grip, it's suitable for all hand sizes with a fingertip grip. You can pair it with 3 devices at once through Bluetooth and its USB receiver, and easily switch between them with its third side button. Also, it's fully compatible with both Windows and macOS. Although its click latency, CPI range, and polling rate aren't good enough for competitive gaming, they should be fine for casual everyday tasks. The Logitech M720 Triathlon has a simple professional design that looks similar to the Logitech MX Master 2s and Logitech MX Master 3. It looks almost identical to the Logitech Precision Pro, except its underside is white instead of black. Its LR clicks are made of black plastic with a matte finish, and its sides are covered with rubber grips. Since it has a thumb rest on its left side, it's designed for right-handed people. Although it has a high back, the Logitech M720 should fit well in most laptop bags. Also, it has a compartment to store its USB receiver. The Logitech M720 Triathlon feels excellently well built. Its LR clicks are made of a solid-feeling plastic, and the rest of its body is covered with grippy rubber. None of its parts are loose or squeaky, and while the scroll wheel wobbles a little, it's likely due to its tilt feature. At number 9. Logitech M570. The Logitech M570 wireless trackball mouse puts an emphasis on comfort and ergonomics above all else. The trackball design takes some getting used to, but if you can get used to the unique input interface, this mouse will reward you with long-term comfort. To say the design of the Logitech M570 wireless trackball mouse is unconventional would be an understatement. Compared to nearly any other mouse, it looks like it was made for an alien. The interesting aesthetic isn't an accident though. Setting up the Logitech M570 is straightforward. Once the mouse, batteries, and receiver are removed from the plastic packaging, it's as simple as putting the batteries in place and plugging in the small USB receiver. Immediately, both our macOS and Windows computers recognized the mouse. Aside from making some tracking speed adjustments in the mouse settings menu of the respective operating systems, we were good to go. We were surprised by how well we liked the Logitech M570 wireless trackball mouse. It looks unusual, is bulky, and takes some time to get the hang of, but once we familiarized ourselves with the new form of input, it became clear why this mouse has an almost cult-like following. It's the most comfortable mouse out there, and it doesn't cost an arm and a leg either. Number 8 of my list. Logitech MX Master 2s. The Logitech MX Master 2s is an impressive mouse for everyday use. It's made out of high-quality plastic and has a premium and extremely well-built feel. The ergonomics are great and should be comfortable enough to not cause soreness or fatigue during long work sessions. It's compatible with both Windows and macOS and can be paired to up to 3 devices at a time, meaning you can easily use it with your work and home computer or with various machines in your house. Unfortunately, it may not be great to take around with you as it's on the larger side and is fairly heavy, though this gives it a good sturdy feel on your desk. This also means it may not be suitable for those with small hands, as they may have a hard time reaching all the buttons. Although it can be plugged into your PC for charging purposes, the Logitech MX Master 2s can only pair to your computer via a wireless connection. It's one of the few mice on the market that comes with a proprietary receiver, but can also be used over Bluetooth. Through a button on the bottom of the mouse, you're able to switch between 3 paired devices. The PTFE mouse feet are great and glide smoothly on both a mousepad and directly on a desk. Although there aren't any replacement feet included in the box, you can purchase third-party ones. The Logitech MX Master 2s is an excellent mouse for the office. It feels remarkably well built and should be comfortable enough to last a full workday without causing soreness. Its plethora of programmable button options will likely please multimedia creators as well, though those with smaller hands may have a hard time reaching all the buttons. Coming at number 7. Kensington Pro Fit ERGO. The Kensington Pro Fit ERGO wireless vertical trackball is a wireless trackball mouse that stands at a 60 degrees angle and is designed to ensure ergonomic wrist, arm, and shoulder alignment. It can connect to up to 3 computers, one using the 2.4GHz USB-A dongle and 2 via Bluetooth. It can be easily switched between devices. It features 9 programmable buttons, 3 PI settings, and easy adjustment to the sensor's speed and sensitivity. It is powered by 2 AA batteries rated to operate for up to 18 months and works with both Windows and Mac. If you're after a vertical ergonomic mouse with a trackball, consider the Pro Fit ERGO Vertical. It features a comfortable ergonomic design at a 60 degrees tilt that will support your hand and wrist, along with a standout red trackball designed for thumb use with the right hand. It also features 9 customizable buttons, giving you plenty of programming options that can be set up using ERGO's KensingtonWorks software. The Pro Fit is both Bluetooth and wireless enabled, with connectivity to up to 3 different devices. However, when it comes to connecting itself to a power source, it's dependent on AA batteries, advertised with up to 18 months of battery life. The Pro Fit offers both speed and accuracy, giving you smooth control all over your computer screen. It's easy to clean as well. One concern about trackballs is that they can become dusty and dirty, but the Pro Fit solves this by letting users easily remove the trackball for cleaning. There is not much to say about this Kensington vertical trackball mouse other than it is well built, it functions very well, is designed at a very comfortable vertical angle, and has become a permanent part of my EDC backpack. I give it a well done and 2 thumbs up. At number 6. Logitech MX Vertical. You may not feel it on a day-to-day basis, but using a mouse and keyboard every day is bad for your arms. Holding a mouse forces you to twist your arm and wrist in an unnatural way, and doing so over and over again every day for years can stress and damage them. Ergonomic mice and keyboards, such as Logitech's MX Vertical Ergonomic Mouse, offer healthy alternatives to the norm that are designed to minimize the damage to your hand. First released in 2018, the MX Vertical flips your grip so you don't need to twist in stressful ways. It's extremely comfortable, which is great, but the shape compromises the efficacy of the mouse, which is a problem for a productivity-minded product. The base is a familiar oval shape, but a curved handle rises from that base to create a shape that, from the top down, you might describe as a seashell. At 4.94 by 3 by 3.34 inches, it's actually taller than it is wide. The left side of the handle is deeply curved, creating a natural thumb rest atop the mouse's base. It also has a wavy, ridged grip, which looks great, but doesn't feel like it's holding your finger in place. Above the thumb rest, there's a thin 2-part side macro button. Above that, at the top of the handle, there's a third customizable button that you reach with your thumb. By default, it switches between 2 DPI presets. The right side of the handle shoots up straight at a steep angle. On that steep slope, you'll find your 2 click panels and scroll wheel. Suffice to say, it's hard to overstate how good it feels to make the switch, especially if you use a mouse with a weak shape. Within a week, I could feel that the muscles in my right hand and wrist had relaxed because I wasn't twisting them for 7 to 10 hours per day. I'm an extreme case, so it may not feel as pronounced for you, but it is a significant change all the same. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Halfway of my listed number 5. Logitech MX ERGO Trackball Mouse. The Logitech MX ERGO is an ergonomic trackball mouse in Logitech's office-oriented MX series lineup. It's very well made and feels extremely comfortable when used with a palm grip. Its design may take some time getting used to, but luckily, the trackball is easy to move around. It comes with a metal tilt plate that tilts the mouse upwards, aimed at relieving stress in the wrist, but this isn't something we test for. There are a good amount of buttons you can program, and you can connect with up to 2 devices at once, which is great for multitasking. Sadly, it's not a versatile mouse outside of office use because it's limited on gaming features, and the polling rate is set at 125 Hz. It has excellent build quality. The plastic body is really solid, and there aren't any obvious issues. The mouse rattles a bit when you shake it, but that's because of the trackball. The trackball rotates well and feels smooth to move around. There's rubber on the backside and underneath the metal plate, which helps keep the mouse in place. The Logitech MX ERGO Wireless is extremely comfortable. It's an ergonomic mouse with a slant for right-handed people. It comes with a tilt plate that can tilt up to 20 degrees, which is designed to relieve stress on the wrist, but this isn't something we test for. It's made for a palm grip, and there's rubber along the backside where your palm rests. The buttons are well placed and easy to reach. The Logitech MX ERGO is excellent for office use. It's an ergonomic trackball mouse that feels extremely comfortable if you're using a palm grip. It's very well made, and there's a good amount of buttons you can reprogram, which helps with your workflow. Also, it connects with up to 2 devices at once, and you can switch between them easily with the press of a button. Coming in at number 4 of my list, Anker AK UBA. With an interesting design, this vertical mouse's shape can be a godsend to your wrist. It's capable of reducing pressure and fatigue on your hands without sacrificing mouse performance. Pros know for the best part, its design. You've seen horizontal mice, but vertical mice? It's a strange-looking piece of hardware, but that was intentional. Its ergonomic design is meant to relieve pressure and reduce cramping. For someone with carpal tunnel, that's a godsend. Even the scroll wheel feels natural. 2 additional buttons are placed in the curve near your thumb. After considering the performance and the design of the Anker 2. 4G wireless vertical ergonomic optical mouse, we can say with absolute confidence that this mouse has great value. This is especially true given its purpose. If your hand fatigues quickly, finding a mouse to reduce or prevent can get expensive, but this Anker mouse is only $26. And some of its shortcomings can be addressed by purchasing its wired model if you aren't interested in fiddling with batteries and wireless connections. Once you get used to the Anker 2. 4G wireless vertical ergonomic optical mouse, the return on investment is worth it. Its design relieves that pressure on your wrist while decreasing the inevitable fatigue with sensitivity options to further personalize the mouse. And considering its price, you can review Anker vertical mouse for yourself without a loss. In our eyes, that makes up for its right-handed design and USB receiver. At number 3, Swiftpoint GT. The Swiftpoint GT is a peculiar-looking thing. It looks more like a piece of plasticine you've squashed between your fingers than a high-tech laptop accessory, but therein lies its unique appeal. Rather than holding this tiny piece of plastic in a claw-like grip, as with most flat gravel mice, you hold the Swiftpoint between your thumb and middle finger, almost like you would a pen. Indeed, this is precisely the application that the designers of the Swiftpoint originally envisaged. There's even a sticky, reusable mousepad provided in the box to prevent scratches and scuffs. This isn't the end to the Swiftpoint GT's talents either. Flip it over, and you'll see that alongside the movement sensing laser is a small, sprung plastic nubbin. Swiftpoint calls this a stylus, and it's designed to provide a touchscreen-like pan and scroll facility. There are a couple of catches, however. First, it's only available as a right-handed rodent, although Swiftpoint says that it will consider developing the left-handed version if demand is high enough. Second, the price, £107, is a huge amount of money to spend on a mouse, let alone one that weighs a mere 24 grams, even if it does come with a luxurious, soft case with some well-thought-out accessories. And that's the big sticking point for us. We love the Swiftpoint GT, it's a superb product, and anyone who does a lot of mouse work on a laptop or who's at the end of their tether with an unresponsive, broken or plain irritating touchpad should take a very close look. However, at the current price it's far too expensive. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Coming at number 2, Anker Vertical Mouse. PC peripherals are a dime a dozen, and it's safe to say most share a familiar form factor. An ergonomic mouse is a bit different, however, as they are built to reduce strain and fatigue. The Anker Vertical Ergonomic Mouse came onto our radar for those reasons, and if you are looking for an upright mouse, you'll want to hear our breakdown of this one. As for this particular mouse, the design is in the middle of the pack. So if you're concerned about the transition phase, it's definitely not as difficult to adjust to as some other vertical mice. The bottom of the Anker AK UBA is normal, just narrow with a slot for the batteries, a power switch, and another slot to store the wireless receiver. It's fairly slim with an ergonomic center that is easy to grip, and thumb rests strategically placed for comfort. The major drawback is the fact it is not rechargeable, although it does has fairly minimal energy expenditure, so your batteries will last a good amount of time. All in all, the advantages outweigh the negatives with the Alaska UBA, and we are not the only people that believe a good vertical mouse can alleviate wrist issues. You just need to be aware of the Mac issue, your hand size, and know it's not built for gaming. Nobody is going to complain about the price point, and while quality control can be an issue, the company is quick to address any problems or concerns. The Anker Vertical Ergonomic Mouse comes with a standard instruction manual and an 18-month warranty out of the box. And number 1. Logitech MX Master 3. How do you improve on something that already does exactly what you want it to? Logitech's MX Master mice have long been favorites for productivity hounds who want to read, process, and produce as much as they can, as fast as they can. Logitech's newest flagship MX mouse, the $99.99 MX Master 3, reinforces the series as the go-to for powerful office peripherals. Small tweaks make it even easier and more comfortable to use. Plus, a new software perk makes advanced customization more accessible, so even non-tweakers can streamline their workflow and find their groove. Whether you're a multitasking maven or simply have the workload of one, this mouse is worth splurging on. In a lot of ways, the MX Master 3 isn't far from rest of the MX Master family. Like the MX Master 2s, it's a right-handed 8-button mouse with a large thumb wing. On top, it has 2 click panels, a clickable scroll wheel, and a button just below the wheel to switch manually between precision and freewheeling scroll speeds. The magnetic resistance feels different from any scroll wheel I've ever used. There's a certain bouncy feeling every time you scroll up or down a line. I'm not sure the electromagnetic wheel improves the scroll wheel's accuracy, as Logitech claims, but that extra feedback feels pleasant and signals when you're building up to your next increment, making it easier to pull back from the brink of overscrolling. The MX Master 3, Logitech's latest revision of its classic productivity mouse, gets a tune-up that makes you feel like a power user with minimal effort. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel, share this video and hit the like button.